Hello everyone, Johnny here. In our previous session, we have discussed about React elements. In this tutorial, we will learn about React components. How to write a React component, how to define React components, how we can render it. In React, components are the basic building blocks of any application. Components allows us to build independent and reusable components. For example, in order to define template, we use HTML. In order to define interactiveness, we use JS. In order to define the styles, we use CSS. Any React application can be divided into multiple components. That is, if you see in this pictorial part, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the components that are used to make the React application. We can reuse the same component again and again. If we can see here, we can call this one as header component, navigation component, and footer component. These components are combined together to form a single view of an React application. These components will have the JavaScript class or a function. It will accept the props as an input and returns the React elements that should be shown on the UI. These components can be created using function components or class components. Today in this session, we will discuss about functional components. Let me open my editor. Now I have opened this code. Like I have made this handy. We have done in the first session of this tutorial, a React tutorial. Now we are trying to write about functional components now. in this I am trying to write the function component greet, and I am trying to write hello Johnny. So in this if I want to render this, what I can write, we have something called React DOM.render. In this we can pass the elements or the components. Here we are trying to pass the component and where it should be displayed, that is our root content ID that is defined in index.html. So we got an output as hello Johnny. We can write the same snippet using arrow function. How we can write the same snippet using arrow function? We can write const greet equals to, we don't have any values here, so we are trying to write in this way, hello Johnny. So this is how we have written. Let me write tutorials here so that we can see the server update. Now we will get the output as hello Johnny tutorials. Yes. So this is how we have done with the basic functional component. Now let me write an example for the student details. Let me write an example for the student component details using functional. I have taken here function student details, and in this I am trying to pass student object, that is a parameter as you assume. Now in this I am trying to write div, that is JSX notation like what we have written in the sessions. Now I am trying to pass some student ID. I want to display some student ID here. Student, what it is, student.id. I just want to pass student.id here, and I just want to close this label and paragraph tag. Now let me write the same thing for name. Let me write the same thing for name. Here I am trying to pass first ID and the next is name. Now in order to make sure this component will be called, I'm trying to write const element equals, what is the component name here, student details. In this I'm trying to pass the values and student, what is this, student ID is there, and next we have defined name. So I'm trying to pass two values here. I'm just enclosing this. Next, in order to render this in the browser, we are trying to pass element document dot get element by id of root. So this is how we can define a simple functional component. Let me check some snippet. Something is missing here. Yes, this is missing here, that we didn't enclose it. Now let me check. Yes, we got this thing, but some other thing is missing. What is this? When we are trying to use this value, then we will be writing here as student dot, when you are trying to pass props, as we have discussed in the definition, like these components will accept the input as props and it will try to render the React elements as a UI. So we got this snippet. Can you see? Yes. This is how we will be defining a function component. These function component can also be created using arrow function. In a previous example, we have written using arrow function. Now let me write the same snippet using arrow function. How can we write the same snippet using arrow function? Let me put this in the comments. Let me take the same snippet, and I'm trying to use this as an arrow function where student details equals, and I'm trying to render this in this way. Let me check now. Yes. Did we get the same thing? Now we have done the same thing using an arrow function. Initially it will be hard to understand, but once the code complexity has been increased, it is better to use this arrow functions. Hope you are clear with this example. Now let us look into the presentation part so that we can understand it much clearly. Here we have started with the function component. Here the component name is car. Always remember, the component name should be written in caps. And we are trying to display this car component in the root element. We can write this car here, followed by where it need to be displayed. Let me check with the next example. Now in this example he has taken an employee. In our example we have taken student as an function component. Now in this we are passing student employee ID and employee name, location and salary, and we are trying to pass the same values, 101 Raju Hyderabad and 12345. So this is how we have done with the components introduction, that is today's part. These components are the reusable snippets or reusable pieces of code which can be used in a React application like this. This can be controlled by the props and the UI will be displayed in the React elements. This is how we have done with the functional components. If you have any queries, you can just drop us a mail or comment below this video.